Hi, I'm JJ. Welcome back to another blind date. I have to pick a fiction book and a audiobook. I still haven't read or finished my nonfiction. I'll be drawing those probably separately, but since I did finish and already do my review for The Civil War of Amos Abernathy, I will draw another book. So, put these up here. This one is number 6. I just keep drawing down the middle. I'll give my wrapping paper to my cats. They really like to play with it. Self-Made Boys. Okay, so this one is by Anna Marie McLemore, and it's a retelling of The Great Gatsby, but with a transgender boy. And so I'm interested. I'm assuming it would be like the Nick and Jay aspect rather than, I don't know, maybe the boy will be Daisy. I'm not sure, like the Daisy character, but it looks like it's Nick. And yeah, so he visits his cousin Daisy, but it's, you know, obviously going to be Gatsby that he's interested in. So oh, Jay's actually transgender too. So I been wanting to read this. It was recommended by friends and stuff, and I got all the books in the collection. It's basically the remixes. So I got one for a Robin Hood remix that tells the point of view of Robin Hood as gender swap. So she's female, but it's the Middle Eastern side of the Crusades, which I'm excited about. It's one of these books in here somewhere. So I got that one, I got this one, and then I put it on pause for a minute, but I've been reading So Many Beginnings, which is a retelling of Little Women, but from newly freed black women's point of view. So I got a bunch of these retellings, so I just picked them up because they were, you know, classic retellings. So I didn't actually read the back, so I didn't realize that both of them were. So anyway, some of the other ones that are in the collection that I don't have yet is they made one about, it looks like an Indian couple from India retelling of Wuthering Heights, What Souls Are Made Of. That one is actually on my list of things that I would like to eventually read. And I can't read. There's a Romeo and Juliet, a Jekyll and Hyde, a Secret Garden. I might read the Secret Garden one. That's Into the Bright Open. I don't know what that retelling would be, but they're usually more inclusive retellings. So I would be interested to see that one. And then a queer retelling of Pride and Prejudice called Most Ardently. And this is two boys. I actually have read a book called Most Ardently that's a queer women contemporary remake of Pride and Prejudice that I really enjoyed. So I am kind of curious to know, because this one on the back, it looks like it's going to be at least a retelling in the proper time period. But I did enjoy the other version. So I do have to be honest, Great Gatsby is not my favorite. I do appreciate many parts of it, and I do want to do a reread. I just got a new beautiful used copy of a cover that I loved, that I was planning to do my reread with. But I think I'm going to read this one first, and then let it sit with me for a while, and then eventually do a rereading of the original. I'm hoping that I'll get more out of it. It was, like I said, not always one of my favorites, but I am actually very excited about this one. And then, so those were that's the fiction, and then the nonfiction or the audio book that I have to read, which is kind of interesting. It's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, which is by Anne Bronte, which is kind of funny because just this, just recently I just read Villette, which was Charlotte Bronte's less famous one. So I have already read her Angus Gray one, but this is the more popular one by Anne, and the one that I have been wanting to read. That's why I put it on this list to make sure that I want to get through them. And just so you know, the ones that I still have to read that were on this list: Mill of the Frost by George Eliot, Two in a Tower by Thomas Hardy, Atonement by Ian McEwan, Far from a Maddening Crowd by Thomas Hardy, because I do enjoy Thomas Hardy, and Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. I had read his Sons and Lovers, but I have not read his more famous, or at least I've always heard of Lady Chatterley's Lovers more often than the other one, so I am curious to know how that is. So those are the ones that I put on my TBR for the Blind Date audiobook, and sometimes I'll have to change them if I don't get to them right away, just in case like they're going to expire and I want to make sure that I read them before they expire. But as long as that is not the case, those are the ones that are on my list that I'll be picking from. And I do still have to read The Day of the Locust, so I'll have to read that one before listening to The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, just to be accurate and to follow my my numbers. So look out for those soon, hopefully in September, because I'm trying to get through all my other ones in August, so we'll see how that all goes. But anyway, this was another fun one. I know what's in here, but you don't always, and I'm always excited to find out what one I'm going to read next. As far as those books, I still have a whole bunch of other TBR things that are on my list, especially now that I'm starting YouTube. I'm realizing that there's all these different contests and things you can participate in different books and events and stuff. So it's kind of altering my reading slightly. Not that it's making me read books that I would have not otherwise read. It's just kind of moving up my timeline for when I'm reading certain books, just because I'm trying to fit them within these different categories on these YouTube challenges. I'm enjoying it. It's just I changed it a bit of my reading style that I have to I've been always more of a mood reader, and so now it's kind of altering things, but not in a bad way, just in a I need to get used to it way, and I'm having fun participating and being part of this community. So I hope you enjoy the content that I'm putting out so far, and I look forward to reading these and getting my reviews to you. Thank you.